Alright. 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 Okay, so check it. I got on a losing streak. I was at like 1,022, 1,030. Now I'm back on the winning streak. I just won 2 games back to back. I've been eating my Dave. I'm not even getting sponsored by you guys. I'm getting some fat seeds, and I got popcorn in my system. I'm hydrated. I'm going crazy. And I got the music in the background. I don't even know if this is copyright or not, but I'm in the mojo jojo, if you get what I'm saying. So what we're gonna do now is I'm about to hit 1,000 again. This is a celebrity. I wasn't planning on recording today, but this is a celebrity game. I want y'all to see my accomplishments. We'll get back to where I was before. But yeah, come on, let's run it, and then I guess prior I can show you the games that got me to 1,000. Just won 2 games back to back. As you can see, I spanked this boy. So I will hit new 10 minutes. See what we're rocking with. Come on. There we go. See. Regular London. Really doesn't like my bishop on F4. See, bring it back to G3, but if he takes, I take with my H pawn. It's gonna give me open file for my rook, which I also like. It's not a bad gimmick at all. He takes, cool. H pawn takes. Now I have a free. I want to say free, but I have open file from H pawn. Which if he castles on this king side, process it nasty, my queen. Okay. You C4, which leaves this open. He can't do anything about that. That's fine. Go to my knight on C3. Takes I take. I'm not really worried what he has going on. Looks like he has 2 people attacking my D4 pawn, but I also have 2 people protecting my D4 pawn. So if he takes, I take. He takes, I take. Doesn't end well with him. End well for him. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick his bishop. At least try to. But he doesn't want to do that. So then I will do that. Take the bishop back. I gotta remind myself this is kind of naked by itself, but besides his queen getting it, only true piece he has controlling a certain color would be his white bishop. Can't move his knight, or he could, and he could take that, just fine. So we're gonna protect it by opening up the F file or horizontal or whatever, vertical, whatever you wanna call it, and protect it, and also activating my E pawn on E3. Got my 2 moves at once. I have 2 models for 1 move. If he goes to B3 his knight, I just take my queen. I'm not really worried about this position. I feel great about it, and I see what he's trying to do now. He's attacking my D pawn, D4 pawn, by putting his pawn on C5. If I take, he takes. Let's check, right? And then this is open. I kind of want to check with it. He doesn't really have much for it. If he takes, I take. and my knight is in the middle of the battleground. If I don't take and push it up on d5, what would I do for you? He takes, I take. I kind of don't want you in the field like that. Do I? Do I even need to take? Does that even pose any threats? We don't need to take. Activate my bishop. There's a couple things I could do. I'm really hoping he opens up his D pawn, cause then that's a he doesn't. I see something. I take with that. I need a castle because he could still check me with my c3 pawn once I move my knight. I'm really hoping he moves this. Then I would check him here, force him to move his king. Then I could take right here. And then he guards his ability to check me here by moving this pawn to the e5. Intriguing. How do you... What is he thinking? So my thought process is I'm moving my knight from d4, bringing it down to b5, and then I'm hitting this square right here on the c7. What that's going to do for me is I'm going to put him in check. He has to move his king, and I'm snagging. I'm taking out rook with me. Guess not. Guess not, I'm taking that rook with me. But a guy... Smart cookie, aren't you? Kind of a wasted move now because he's gonna bring down his a pawn to a6. So I would do that too. Not much places for mine. Could go there. That might be my best move. Or, like I said before, I have an open file of my rook, my H rook. I could be sneaky and, put my queen, how dare I say it, on the C2 square. He has to do something over here. Because if he doesn't, he does something over here, let's mate. So we will act accordingly. Watch me just blunder here some way, somehow. Oh, you're cooked, buddy. You're cooked. You're cooked. Oh my goodness, Canada. Oh, we screwy mama. One of the variations I do like, early get my black bishop out. I develop the knight as well, and then before I can even castle develop any other pieces, they have the ability to bring their knight out and attack my black bishop, and like they did in the beginning. And at that point, I can only move my bishop back one piece to be protected, and then once they take right here, I take here, and then it's tricky because then I have to opt. Do I still castle? Because once I castle, I have this open file. So that means my king's gonna be here, my rook's gonna be here, and that file's gonna be naked, and I guess you could say weak in a sense. Or I could choose not to castle and keep this spot wide open, so my rook won't move and attack this file right here, right? Or I could long castle, which a lot of people don't do that. It never really worked out too well for me, except for like extreme situations. Good job, Athlete Zero, but you're not the athlete today. I am. Here we go. Let's just somehow not be a mate, but it's gonna be a mate, and that is what you call it's about a team. It's a celebrity. I promise you, it's the music. I promise you, the music. Whew, okay, we're back at 1,000. We're at the king belongs. Let's go. Love to see it. It's a bit too easy. I wish every game was like this. We can look at this review, right? We can do that, right? 87.9 accuracy, almost 90% accuracy. For those who don't understand the accuracy aspect of chess.com, there's a AI or there's a system that reads your moves throughout the whole game and lets you know how accurate you were on the average throughout the whole game of making the correct moves in the position you're in. You know what I mean? Um, you're making the best moves. So I had a pretty good intelligence this match with 87.9 accuracy, which means a lot of my moves are the correct moves. As you can tell here, the game didn't last that long, so I didn't really rack up that much movement. But you know, you get your book moves, this is your basic moves. You get your best moves. It's just a move that you, I guess, it speaks for itself. The best move you can do in that situation. And of course, higher than best is great. Like you might have done your best, but that was great. You have your branding move, which uses our sacrifices that you just kind of think a little bit harder about. Like, wow, that was a really good move. You just sacrifice that piece to get a better position. Now you're winning, even with a piece being sacrificed off the board. And you got your good and you got your inaccuracies. Played at a 1700. Love seeing those numbers. Grades me go more. So we hit start review. And I was eating a burger. So you know, you move. This is the regular London. Regular London. He goes there, put my 9 out, developing my unique pieces. And at first I was thinking, okay, he might be, trying to get some leverage in the middle and then start his King's Indian, right? I'm thinking that, right? No, he's attacking my bishop, and from there on out, I had choices. I could bring my bishop back, which would be a wasted move. I don't like to do that. Put my bishop here. He's just gonna bring his pawn down, and I'm about to keep moving my bishop because now he's attacking it. Or I could put my bishop here, have it be guarded by this piece right here. Because if I left it here, it would have took a free piece. There's nothing guarding this bishop. So if I put it here, now it's guarded by the H pawn. If he takes, I take back. It's a double whammy. Not only am I guarding my piece, I'm also activating this rook piece simultaneously. So bring it back. He took cool. It was best move right now. Now he's forcing me to have double pawns. Ruins my pawn structure. Don't really want double pawns because it stagnates them a lot. Boom, take back. He goes. Boom. Checks. Bring my knight out. That's fine. I don't care about that. Can't do much with it. He goes there with his queen. Activating his queen. Not exactly sure what he was planning to do. I move up with my A pawn to kick the bishop out. He decides to take it. Cool. So now I take my B pawn. Now he goes there. He's attacking this. Nothing's guarding it, so I decided to activate my E pawn and also guard it at the same time. Big. Okay, so decided to move my bishop up just in case I have to castle if it's in my best interest. He takes. That's okay. That's fine. I'm gonna take back on my knight because my idea is to get my knight on b5 and put it on c7 and then check his king. His king has moved and take his rook, fork him. He brings that down. Cool, no problem. I bring my knight. I continue my regular scheduled program. Right, we're aiming for the c7 square, and he decides to castle. With him castling, he's not. It was a good move for him to castle if he was aware of this open file. Right? You could easily forget that. You don't usually have open file with your rook that quick during the game. So I'm pretty sure he easily forgot that. Go there for the sneaky tactic, right? I feel like this would have been a little bit more. How can I say it? Obvious. So I decided to go here, and then checkmate. A blunder. A blunder means something that has massively ruined your position to the point of you're losing tremendously. You should have brought this pawn down. If you would have brought that pawn down, the game would still be on right now. And I probably would have brought my queen down and guarded the d file to activate my knight here on d6. Yeah, it's good. It's nice talking to y'all. Ooh. Y'all have a blessed one. Adios.